Norris and Leclerc racing very hard and ultimately fairly as well. And they both put in moves on Sergio Perez down at turn 3. If we go on board with Norris, he's coming from a similar distance back, quite a long way. But again, he's seen Leclerc do this and he knows what he wants to do as well. Goes for the inside. But if I pause it at the apex, he's not been as committed as Leclerc. Leclerc was right there alongside and then ahead of Perez at the apex. Norris, you can see that yellow sausage curve. That's basically your apex point, just slightly before it. And Perez is slightly ahead because Norris hasn't been able to release the brakes, which he probably could have done with a bit more commitment. So Perez has turned in. To be honest, Perez should be giving Norris the space here because Norris is pretty well alongside him on the apex of the corner, but he hasn't, and that's now Norris's risk. He carries that risk, manages to keep it turned, jumps over the yellow sausage and gets away with it, and Perez in the end realises that Norris is there and gives him space. But he made it stick, and it was absolutely crucial in the end that he did get past Perez because now he's got 2.5 laps to reel in a 6.5 second deficit to get within 5 seconds so he can get on the podium before the end of the race. And Norris pumps in 2 of his finest laps here. He takes fastest lap on the final lap. He basically needs to beat Hamilton. It comes down to just 0.2 of a second. And if you compare Norris's last 2 laps, the last one was 0.3 quicker, and he found it all in the final few corners. Literally, it came down to the wire. The last couple of corners, Norris just found a tiny bit in each, came across the line, bonus point for fastest lap, and another bonus, he's on the podium.
Lando, the gap to Hamilton was 4.8. I think that's a podium, mate. I think that's a podium.
Yeah, boy! Yes! Well, I don't know. I don't want to celebrate too much here, but I'm so out of breath. Oh, yes, boys!
And if you look at this graphic of Norris's lap times, you can see when he passes Perez on lap 69, he loses a reasonable amount of time, but those last 2 laps, they're just so quick, the fastest of the entire race, and those speedy laps is what gives him the podium place.